So about 3 hours, 80 miles and half a tank of petrol later, we've made it to Aberystwyth. Parking was a bit at a premium, so we found somewhere a bit further out near the marina, but it's nice. We're going to go and have a wander around now. So we've climbed up to Aberystwyth Castle. I've not been here before, but Steph says she has, and we're just going to have a wander around and look at the remains. So we made it to our campsite in Aberaeron. We haven't found the campsite owner, but we parked up and we'll probably see them in the morning. Time for a bit of washing up, and then we're going to cook some fish for supper.
Yes. Nice. The woman is doing the washing up.
I'm going to come and help in a sec.
And the man is going to cook later.
So time for tea in the camper.
Hello.
What was your favourite bit of today so far?
Going walking along the coast in Aberystwyth, I think. Walking along the castle, having ice cream. Oh
yeah, we had to have ice cream. Got noodles and we've got salmon. It's going to be really nice.
Very nice.
With a buttery, what is it, butter chicken sauce without the chicken.
No, chicken is not allowed.
Vegetarian. I think it don't include fish.
Are you comfortable, darling, standing like this?
Not particularly, no. But it works. Something like that. I'll sit down. So, supper time, and what we got?
Nice supper. We've got salmon with butter something sauce. Butter chicken sauce. And some Asian noodles. Nice. And wine for
some red wine, courtesy of the headmaster. Yeah.
And some sparklings.
Right, it's bedtime. What are you reading, Steph? So, it's morning and time to get up. Steph's just about getting ready. We had a pretty cold night, but it's looking a bit better this morning than it was yesterday. It was pretty wet and rainy, so hopefully we'll have a nice day. I'm going to cook some breakfast now. Morning, Steph.
Morning.
What do you want for breakfast?
I think I have cereal.
Cereal.
And tea. Some fruit.
How did you sleep?
Not so good. It's uncomfortable on my back. But I always have to get used to it.
Yeah, it'll be alright. It was a bit cold.
Yeah, it was cold as well.
Well, let's have some breakfast now.
Yeah.
So making breakfast, vegetarian breakfast for Steph, and nothing to beat, bacon sandwich in the morning. So that's what I'm doing at the moment.
So we're just making our way to the beach from the campsite down that track, and from there we can go to Aberaeron. Baby Barry.
So we made it to New Quay. I don't think I've been here for many years, since I was a teenager probably. We're going to just have a wander around. Fortunately it's low tide at the moment, so we can see the beach.
We're having ice cream now as a pudding, looking down onto the harbour.
So a quick stop at Aberporth on the way, just have a look at the beach and the surroundings, and then we're going to move on. It was unveiled by David Bellamy, so that's a bit of a name from the past. The remains of the castle can be clearly seen. If you scroll up, I think it's had more recent use as well, with the pillbox on the top. So we've driven right to the end of a road past Poppet Sands and found a campsite with about 3 or 4 yurts, and it's really, really quiet. Very high up overlooking the bay, which is absolutely fantastic, so it's really lucky.
Yes.
So I'll have a nice night here.
Yeah.
Burgers for supper.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Well, this morning it's all rather cloudy and sort of foggy down here, so I think what we'll do is have a bit of a leisurely breakfast and wait until it clears a bit so we get the view, and then make our journey onwards.
Very healthy.
Healthy breakfast and my bacon sandwich. So we're at Pentre Ifan farm, or near the farm. We're going to go through the woods now and try and find the burial chamber.
What I read about this woodland is that it's an ancient woodland from the 12th century with ancient oaks, and then in the 1960s they planted conifer trees which destroyed the natural habitat, but then I think they cut down the conifer trees and trying to get the ancient woodland back with old oak trees, and there still you can see quite a lot of old trees around, a mixture of oaks and conifers, and we just got some horses coming over there.
That one's him.
So we made it to Pentre Ifan burial chamber, 3500 BC it says, with the top stone being held up by only 3 rocks and being about 16 tons. It reminds me somewhat of Spinster's Rock on Dartmoor, because it must have been the same sort of construction of a similar sort of time. It's on a pretty impressive site below the hills, again looking a little bit like Dartmoor, but well worth a visit and a walk through the forest. So we made it to Newport, and what we thought we'd do now is just have a quick look at the beach and then move on to Fishguard. So we've driven around from Newport and now we're at Fishguard, walking around just a short bit of the coastal path at the upper town. It's a stone circle on the top. I don't know anything at all about this, but we had a walk around anyway, and it's amazingly good views off the top of it from the middle rock down onto the coast below. So we made it to our final night campsite near, well, Goodwick sort of area, just above Fishguard. And everywhere we visited seems to be a bit off season, which is brilliant. So we got the places to ourselves. Stef's just wandering around and checking out the little camping pod, and there's a couple of yurts behind us to see what they're like. Anyway, we're looking forward to tonight, and then we make our way back up to Telford tomorrow. So we like our camper, but Stef's been checking out the yurts, and the yurt comes with this outdoor sort of kitchen and eating area log cabin, which looks rather smart, and the yurt sits next door to it, which we'll have a quick look inside. It looks as if someone's going to arrive and come in tonight and use it. So this is what we're missing by living in a camper van. Maybe we should have gone for the yurt holiday. Look at that, it's pretty sort of first class, I'd say.
Glamping. Yeah,
very much glamping. So this is what you get with a camping pod, which looks rather nice as well. A little bit of a smaller kitchen, and it's all outdoors, a little seating area, and the camping pod next door. Still, we've got the camper and we prefer that.
So now we've come to our most favourite accommodation, a little guided tour, if you please. So here we've got a living space with a sofa already ready, carpet, cooker, nice and shiny. We do make that ready for the teas now. Then there's our fridge egg down there. There's like a washing up area, which we usually don't use, but very useful. Storage area for the food. Lots of other storage area. Bit of pimping lights. And fridge, switch it on. And in the back, we just turn our sofa into a nice bed. It's all in one. Perfect.
So, supper, spaghetti bolognese cooked in the camper van, our last meal before we head back tomorrow. Buon appetito. Another cold but really starry night last night. So that's our last night camping. So today we're going to make our way back, and my plan is to try and go back over the old Severn Bridge if we possibly can, and see that, because I haven't been over it for many years. And then we're going to make our way back to Telford. So we stopped at the service station, and this is the ultimate in campervan camping hookup, I would say. So which do you prefer? The campervan or the Tesla? So here we go, going over the Severn Bridge. One of the things I wanted to do on this trip as a bit of a reminder of what the old bridge was like. Hardly anyone using it anymore, and free to go across coming this way, and I think it's free going back the other way as well. I did get to go inside it when I was at university, and it was very, very noisy with the lorries thundering above your head, and there were certainly a lot of visible cracks and things underneath it. And off in the distance there, it's very difficult to see, but quite a landmark, the Albury nuclear power station, which I think is decommissioning now. It was painted in funny stripy colours, I always remember, and it looked like a tube of toothpaste sitting up against the side of the river. So we've made it back from Wales, and that's the end of the trip. But we're probably going to pack away the camper now and look forward to the next one, maybe at bank holiday.